The camera does not do it justice, but this looks amazing. Well, Rebels, I wasn't 100% sure that was going to happen, but it has been just crappy weather lately. I haven't had a chance to get all these parts outside to blow them off of all the dust and then wipe them down, get them ready for the final coat of primer. That's right, you heard me, final coat of primer. So I need to mow the lawn really bad since it's been raining. I haven't been able to mow. Grass is getting really long, so I got to do that first. But then all these parts are going to get sprayed down with air, obviously. I just don't want to do it inside the garage for very obvious reasons. But yeah, and then also got my lightsaber project that my lightsaber project that I'm working on. That's a lot of fun, by the way. You guys are not going to want to miss that episode. It's gonna be a little while before it actually comes out, but really fun project nonetheless. We are back in the nerd cave. Daddy Rebel here. You know what? Scratch that. Don't call me Daddy Rebel. I don't like that. Anyway, guys, got the Droidica somewhat put together, disassembled. I'm going to, I have to prime some of this ball portion of the body yet. But in all reality, I mean, don't pay too close attention to this right now. But all in all, man, the smoothing work on this definitely paid off. I really like seeing some fruits of my labor. This is more of just color difference than anything, kind of like here, just an area where I didn't coat yet. But I am extremely happy with that. You guys, something incredible just happened. So these are primed, these are primed, those are primed and painted, that's primed, and these are primed. Do you guys know what that means? We are basically done with priming. Oh man, I feel like I'm kind of in a dream right now, honestly. You guys might be wondering why I partially assembled this for priming what I did today. So when I'm going through in my paint booth and everything else I'm priming, I noticed, especially at the Comic-Con when it was all assembled, there was parts where I didn't notice that I missed primer until I put it together. So that's pretty much why I did that, because I wanted to put it together, touch up the priming spots that I missed, and really make sure that I didn't miss them for the actual base coat as well. So we are all primed. I'm going to take some of these small parts that are going to be gunmetal gray, and where did I put it? Here it is. I've got this metallic dark metal. I want to give this a shot and see how it looks, see if it's too dark, see if it's too light. We're going to do that in some of these pieces here. So nice smaller pieces where if I don't like it, it's not going to make much of a difference. I can sand it down, or I mean, if it makes more sense, reprint it. I don't think that's actually going to happen. But yeah, not as big of a deal if this doesn't turn out exactly right, rather than like say even these where it's a little bit more of an intricate part. I don't want to have to sand that all down. So yeah, let's get to it. Test piece number 1, metallic dark metal. Let's see how this goes. And here is the result of that dark metal color. I The camera does not do it justice, but this looks amazing. I do really like the look of this. Now, one thing I am noticing, like when the light is straight on, here too, the camera doesn't pick it up super well, but I did forget to sand the primer a bit. Like not sand it away, obviously, but sand it down so the print lines are hidden. But it still does a really good job of hiding those print lines anyway. So, oh guys, we are golden for this project. Painting has officially started. All right, we're gonna run a test. So I lightly wet sanded this with 400 grit sandpaper. It's really nice and smooth to the touch. Wiped it down so there's no debris or anything on it. Let's see if that actually changes the look of things. I've already wet sanded the most important parts that are going to catch people's eye, but let's see how this does. Rebels, first time ever working with Rub and Buff, and I gotta say I am thoroughly impressed. I knew I would be, but this is even exceeding my expectations. Just how easy it is to work with and apply and just make it look like actual metal. I mean, I don't know how well this is showcasing. This, I hope it's showing up on camera decent, but this is looking absolutely phenomenal. You'd be hard pressed. Obviously, you guys all know that I'm not holding a piece of metal, but if you didn't know and we're just looking at this from this angle, you'd be hard pressed to think that that wasn't metal. But I'm going to get this all taken care of, so got to paint the other side of this still. This was just a test. Painted the other side of another piece. Let me know what you guys think of this, but I want to kind of keep things going along and keep things all at the same level, if that makes sense, going through the entire droid. So now that we're officially to the painting process, I really want to focus on legs going up. So obviously got to dismantle everything, find a decent way to prop the legs up so I can paint them decent. And again, that's pretty much all of it, other than the obvious copper color bits are going to be dark metal color. So, and then highlights here and there and toning that darkness down with essentially Rub and Buff, and then obviously weathering on top of that. But let me know what you guys think of that plan going forward. I want to try to have it be all the legs get done in 1 week's episode, and then move on to the ball portion of the body. And really, there's going to be so many nooks and crannies. It's going to take a long time to paint this whole thing properly. Weathering's obviously going to be the longest part of it all, but let me know what you guys think of that down in the comments below. Anyway, Rebels, I'm going to cut it off here for this week. I really work hard to make sure that there's at least some moving forward progress going forward. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun from here on out. I'm so darn sick of filling and priming and sanding. I know I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of it here and there when I find some bits, but that's not gonna bother me so much. It's just when it's the entire dang project, it really starts to get mundane. So thank you for sticking with me, Rebels. It's only going to get more and more exciting from here on out. So if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button with that bell notification so you never miss an upload from the Regal Rebel channel. And in the meantime, Rebels, keep dreaming, keep building, and until next time, please always remember, rebellions are built on creativity.